Hey, in this one I wanted to show you the new jthread, which is basically just like std_thread. I've done a video about that, you can go watch it, but a bit easier to deal with. So I mentioned earlier that in the previous video, so yeah, this is how you create a thread. You have a little function, you do std_thread t and you pass your function, and then you have to call join. If you don't call join, your program will crash. And so this is the main use of jthread, so I assume J for join. So you just say jthread, it takes the exact same arguments, except that jthread will call tjoin in its destructor. So as soon as it goes out of scope, it will call join. And yeah, that's a very nice helper, especially if your thread finishes like mine does. But oftentimes you have this those concurrent threads that are kind of like, I don't know, they're always running in the background. So let's say while true, this thread sleep for, let's say, I want it to sleep for 1 second. This is gonna be jthread, I guess. And using namespace std chrono literals like so. And so you have kind of this thing where you have an infinite loop, and your thread just runs this infinite loop, and yeah, and you communicate via message queues or whatever you do to this thread, which does something. And the thing is that, well, now our program will never ever stop, since here jthread called this destructor when it went out of scope, but this will never end. So we need some kind of exit condition. So let me stop this. And for that, there is a thing that comes with jthread, which is called std stop token. This we can call it stop token. You don't have to pass it; it's automatically passed by the jthread constructor to your function, and you can now check in your infinite in your loop in your process if stop is requested, and if we want to continue as long as a stop is not requested. And then in your main function, you can also, like, let's say I'm gonna sleep for 3 seconds, like so, just to let time for the thread to run. And then I'm gonna call t request stop, which is basically gonna flip a switch in the stop token, and this is gonna become true. And so it's gonna stop the while loop. Let's run this. You can see that it will print 3 times normally, and then it will, well, okay, we can't see it because of my little script, but if I run it here, we can see that it will exit after, it called request stop. So yeah, I think that's basically all I have to say for jthread. Maybe I should mention that besides the stop token, you can still take regular arguments. So let's say int x, int y, and I want to print xy here, like so. And you can just pass them to your function like this. But the stop token has to be the first argument. And so basically jthread will look if the first argument is stop token, and if it is, it will pass the arguments later. If it's not, it will pass the arguments earlier. And so, yeah, if I do this, you can see that the values are still passed and the request stop still works. Anyway, that's all I've got for this video, and see you in the next one.